Okay. And these are free. That one's free. Oh boy. Free. There's the Fleshraker. Here we come. Let's go, baby. Oh, Opal. Love it. Alright, we were playing in a modern challenge today. This is the first modern challenge I've played in probably like a month. We were playing Mystic Forge. I played this deck on stream a few days ago. It was a blast. It was pretty powerful. I had just kind of taken someone's list. I've since made some minor changes. There are no welding jars anywhere in the 75. I think that card is pretty bad. And I've cut Lava Spur boots. I'm gearing a little more towards... I found most of the time you're killing with Fleshraker, so I'm going to lean on that by playing more research tests for more selection. There's also somewhat of a lack of action sometimes, which of course is supplemented by just like having large creatures and Saga, but I still think it felt sometimes a little bit light on action, so I do like having the research desks. But other than that, some pretty flexible sideboard cards. I'm no expert on sideboards or modern, so we'll see how that turns out, but it's all pretty useful stuff. There's Collector if we need to be able to kill it. Grid will be pretty good against blue decks, although I am concerned about Meltdown. I considered playing like Flusterstorm. We only have so many colored sources, so I don't know how solid that would really be. Maybe you could play that colorless 2-mana card that counters a sorcery. I'm not even sure if that's legal in Modern. I'd have to look it up. But probably not worth it. I mean, we are not terrible against Meltdown, right? We have these giant 7-mana cards that don't get touched by it. Fleshraker doesn't get touched by it. Cozy Command is something that we do that doesn't care about Meltdown. Mystic Forge tends to not get hit by it. You know, obviously we have some material that will likely go down, especially constructs, and when you commit to grid, oftentimes they're able to wipe it as well, so it's not perfect, and I'm not sure if it's worth playing, but we're going to play it here today. And then we have Graveyard Hate. I think Soul Guide is great, but I do want a density of Tormod's Crypt because it costs 0. It just works better with our deck. And round 1 has started, so let's get in. Alright, here we go. We are on the draw. Our hand is acceptable. We'll keep. Leyline Axe. Oh boy. Inkmoth Nexus, Mox Opal, Garderzade. This is quite the start. This is intense. I guess Eldrazi Temple lets Cozy Command hit this Inkmoth? Pretty sure that's how that works. I like that. We don't care about Double Strike Trample. We don't care how big it is. Its mana value will be 0. They have 2 cards. They did have a mana source, so if they have a hammer, they are getting in with a turn 2 Inky Hammer. However, they're probably suspecting that we have Cozy Command. They're just not going to do it. Okay. I will just take a draw here. Saga. Let's play Saga. I think I'm just going to pass. We could play the drum, but I'm not going to. Fetch. I assume they're going to surveil. Yep. They bend a Hallowed Fountain. I guess they're trying to find a hammer. Another land. They're fetching. They're doing something. Esper Sentinel. Okay. Whipping. I think I'm going to exile it and just let them draw a card. I think I just want mana, so create a thing. Exile a creature. Exile. Wait, what? Create a thing. Exile creature. Choose. Okay, target player. Me. Creature. Can't pay the tax. Get it out. And go to our turn. Let's play an artifact land, and then it's free to play the drum. And we'll pass here. Same thing, I just want to be able to kill this so I don't get smashed. They play a Saga. They're gonna activate. They're gonna come in. No blocks. Hammer time. Okay, let's tap this. Let's not, actually. Let's... I guess we play around Spell Pierce. I got Spell Pierce the other day by this deck. Exile creature. Draw a card. Draw a card. Creature. Get him out. Sweet. Yep, hammer's in. They have one card. And I can still make a construct. I can tap this, sack it, make a dude. Untap. Ooh, Ugin. I can still play Mystic Forge if I make a dude. So I'm gonna make a dude. Let's get Mox Opal. Play Ugin. Imprint. 2, 3, 4. Play Mystic Forge. Mystic Forge on top. I don't want that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bobble 7. That one's free. And I have another one in hand. Pretty good. Yeah, let's get in with a 9er. Cool 9er. Your turn. Sweet. So, noticeably, Lava Spur Boots would have been a kill there, but we were still in an unbeatable position, and there's just too much of the time that I just don't want to draw Lava Spur Boots. It's such a dead draw. And like most decks, once you really start tuning, slots start to become really tight. Alright, hammer time, huh? So I want Haywire Might. And then I'm kind of torn. In my experience, we're a little bit faster. Most of the time. Like, we have a lot of annoying blockers. And then we can rake some flesh. What I don't want to do is overboard. And then ruin my own chances. Haywire Might is consistently and quite good against them, though. Needle... I feel like Needle just too often can just be played around. Or blown up. And Dismember is pretty good, but it's similar. I mean, I guess the one thing with Dismember is I do like being able to kill Esper Sentinel. Those are the games that are annoying. But it is a lot of life loss. I'm going to trim one Mirror Enforcer. And I'm actually just going to run it. So that my deck is largely unchanged. I think this is probably more effective a strategy on the play. But might be also pretty good on the draw. I'm going to keep this. This is the type of hand that I feel like you cannot keep if you're not running some additional action, i.e. Mishra's research desk. But since I actually have some confidence in this hand. Having blockers is not nothing. No Leyline Axes. Ornithopter pass. Sure thing. Yeah, I can play a turn 1 4/4. That's not bad. Definitely not bad. So let's do that. That's some Ornithopters. Mox Opal. I believe this costs 2. Costs 1. Right, yeah, there's 6. Yeah, get in. Be good, be good. Let's... I guess we bobbled now. I'm just gonna get some info. Stinky Inky. I don't have Dismember or anything that I'm drawing to. Could just use them both so that they think that you're drawing to some sort of 1-mana instant, but not really something that's all that significant. Okay, that info is now gone. Draw Saga. I guess it's not the worst. Let's see what they're drawing. Another land. I think that's good for us. They fetched and bottomed the land and then drew one. Zarzade. Yep. They got a hammer? They do not. Alright. Can you get some action? Any action. That's action. Yeah, let's go Saga. Temple's better with Cozy Command, but I want to get Saga going. I'm going to attack with my 4/4. Alright, they're at 15. It is not hammer time. There's another Saga. Those are gonna get a bit dicey. We draw another Saga ourselves. Okay. Yeah, our tokens are bigger. I'm gonna play Temple. And once again, I will attack. Getting in for another 4. Temple lets me cozy command and still make a token. Yeah, there's their token. Now, they could get a needle here. I'm not going to do anything yet. We got to make them make a choice here. Right, they're going to make a dude. It's pretty good news for us. Whatever. They're not going to get a needle. If they do, we're just going to make a big cozy command, and we can probably just combo them. I would imagine they get hammer and try to equip it to Ornithopter. Or Construct. Yeah, they got hammer. Try to equip it. So we can cozy command for x equals 2 and then use that to mana. Well, would I rather draw a card? Yeah, why don't we just go like this? Exile a creature. We get to draw a card. Draw a card. Exile. Nice. Hallowed Fountain tapped. Love it. Now we're still making constructs. I do wish I had Lava Spur Boots for this spot. Oof, that's a draw. Yeah, I think it's worth making another token here. And get a research desk. Like Saga. I guess Artifact Land would have been better for this spot, but... Alright, they're off it. Wow. Absolutely murdered hammer time. So that felt pretty good. That's kind of been my experience in that matchup, and that's why I didn't want to overboard. Like, our deck is just already so good against them. But Haywire Might is unbelievable. Being able to blow up a Saga, being able to blow up a hammer, having access to it off a Saga, even gaining life can be relevant, having a blocker. Cozy Command is messed up. Really messed up. But sweet, we're 1-0. See you in round 2. Hey everyone, thanks for making it this far. Just wanted to thank everybody, and if you're looking for more, show you where you can find that. If you go to the description below, you can find all of my links. If you go further down in the comments, you can also find my links, which will bring you to my Patreon, various tiers for Discord access, early access, sideboard guides, donation decks, coaching sessions. You can also check out the podcast within those links, as well as my Twitch, where I do most of my content. You can see the commands that you can use in the chat. Let's say you do dono. You're wondering how to get a link, how to do it. Tells you right here. And the members Discord is within the Storm, MTG Storm community. And of course, it's always going to help if you hit the like and subscribe. So thanks again. Keep storming, y'all. Okay, we are in round 2, and we've lost the die roll once again. Hand is okay. Kind of goes turn 1 nothing, turn 2 Fleshraker, break a bunch of flesh. I think I'll keep. They're also keeping 7. Yeah, looks like it's some sort of blue deck. Alright, turn 1 looting. Is Pheonix? Discarded 2 lands. That's pretty weak. Alright. Mystic Forge is a great draw. Alright, I'm going to play Temple and just pass. Another looting. Discarding Fatal Push and Stern Scolding. Fatal Push cannot kill Fleshraker off of Dark Slick Shores. Bobble's not a bad draw at all. Stern Scolding, however, can just counter Fleshraker, so that stinks. But hopefully it doesn't. Nice. Yeah, I wouldn't say Stern Scolding is necessarily good against Eldrazi Temple, but, I mean, it's definitely good against Fleshraker. And they gotta get something going themselves, so I guess I don't know what they have, honestly. It's time to rake some flesh. I believe we're gonna get to rake, like, a lot of flesh, actually. Bobble was a great draw. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 artifacts, so cast one of these. 1, 2, 3. I think it's worth doing. That one gets in. They're all the way down to 10. I don't know if I want to use Bobble or not. I probably do, but I guess I'll hold it for now. Maybe they'll tap out. I won't have to worry about Bowmasters. I mean, not that I'm terribly worried about Bowmasters, honestly. That's what they have. They're probably dead. Flashing looting back? Yeah, this is... They're not finding any threats. Cameo and Force Negation. Okay. Yeah, let's crack Bobble. I just want to rake flush. Any 0 drops? Another Mystic Forge, not great. Saga's fine. So let's play Saga. I could just play another companion instead of Mystic Forge. It puts more power into play. Let's do that. Doesn't get Force Negations. Rakes flush twice. Now we have 2, 6, 7. We have them to 1. They can't fetch. Nice. So, Grixis with looting. I would imagine this plays like Frog and Unearth and Persist. Maybe Archon. I don't really know. It's going to be counter spells. It's probably going to be Meltdown too, but I'm going to play Grid. I'll play Soul Guide. Probably the Crypts too, honestly. I want Shadow Spear. The problem I have with this card and Lava Spur Boots, I mean, there's multiple problems, but mostly Meltdown. This walks you further into Meltdown. I would have to remove 6 cards, so Mirror Enforcer, I think I can trim a Mystic Forge. Be pretty tough to resolve. Trim a Drum. This is probably overboarded. Let's trim another Drum. 1 Research Desk. And a Memnite. Let's try that. You know, cut some of the stuff that Needle would be pretty good against Frog. But I like cutting stuff that'll not be good against Meltdown. Because we're bringing in things that aren't like spectacular against it, so I don't want to increase our susceptibility to it. I'd imagine that's going to happen some number of the time when you're playing looting in these like pseudo fair decks. They have a bunch of synergies that they kind of play around with, but there's definitely going to be times where that happens, where you're just using it as a cantrip and you just miss. Yeah, this hand is fine. Probably open on Soul Guide Lantern. Then Fleshraker rake some flesh. Guess I still want to open on Ugin's Labyrinth, right? I mean, I might want to cast the Frog Mirror if I draw, like, Opal. The downside is if I draw Saga, I'm going to wish I played Ugin's first, but I'm just going to go Citadel. If they want to, like, consign this or Spell Pierce it, that's fine, I guess. Yep. Just going to hit something. Feels like a 1-mana grid. Still holding up interaction. Research Desk is excellent. Do I just want to do that? No, I'm going to try to rake some flesh here. See what they got to say about it. Another consign. Stern Scolding? Sure. Sure, and then we'll use Research Desk, and of course we can always get this Enforcer back. We still got plenty of gas to work with here. We're making land drops. I think we're doing fine. Oh, they could just be playing Twin. Grixis Twin. Very possible. I can put a 4/4 into play. I guess I can do that and play Research Desk. Let's play Desk. Ornithopter. Ornithopter. Turn this thing to my hand. Play Memnite. Cast Enforcer. No, it's kind of walking into Meltdown. Passing, they have 4 cards in hand. Let's attack. Yeah, I'll attack with both. Alright, they take the 5. Let's activate Research Desk. We hit an Opal. Not great, but we can put the Research Desk back in. Red. Get in. Activate again. Bobble. Okay. Redraw. Play Temple. I guess I'll bobble on their turn. I don't want to get thought seized. Like we could hit Cozy Command, but it's not really going to do anything. Ditching a Pyroclasm makes sense. And bobble you, see what you're drawing. Another land, that's good for us. Looks like they have enough of those. Comes in, play tapped, and we're drawing 2 cards. We have 5 power on board. Any action? Oh, that's action. Okay. Let's see if they want to do something about this. Nope, they're down to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mystic Forge. I would imagine they have a counter for this. They just have to. I don't know what the heck's in their hand if they don't. Yeah, Spell Pierce, sure. You got me. And still coming in for a cool 5 every turn. We have another Mystic Forge. That probably also gets countered, but if they finally put some sort of threat into play, maybe they don't have mana to counter Mystic Forge. I still don't know what they're actually doing. Okay, yep, it is the just like Grixis. Pretty sure there's frogs involved. There's a looting. So we are hoping to dodge Archon. Discard Archon. Yup. Cast the Persist. Yup. That hurts a lot. I mean, mostly what hurts is Mystic Forge getting discarded here. Have a reasonable chance if we could have kept it. I guess I don't hate that. Pass 1. Let's cast it. And we'll pass. And then they have 4 cards. They've got an Archon going. Wonder how good Dismember is going to be. Probably not good enough. Fatal Push on a flyer. Getting in. I think I still sack an Ornithopter. We go to 9. They're at 14. What's our best draw here? Probably Cozy Command. Oh, that's a frog. Probably seals it. No Cozy Command. Let's see if they get crazy and block. They did not. And we're dead. Okay. It kind of sucks we didn't find any Saga, Crypt. I mean, we opened with Soul Guide, but they did counter it, so that's something. Again, I could play Needle for Frog. I think we're going to have a really hard time beating Frog if I don't. Yeah, let's do that and just run 61. Pretty brutal to get Spell Pierce on turn, like, 6. Alright, game 3. We're on the play. The hand is a little bit thin, but it does have double Saga. We got some redraws. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to play out the Mem Knight. I think every point of damage could count. Let's look at the top of our own deck. If it's a 7-drop, I can play Saga first. It is. Let's go. Gonna be some fast Saga stuff. It would be a bummer if we got Thought Seized. And thanks to having Needle, we can actually just beat Frog on the ground. No Thought Seize. I like that. I could consign the Labyrinth trigger. I didn't think of that. Till now, of course. Nope. I let it go. Let's play an Ornithopter. And let's get in. Let's get to work. We're gonna have some pretty large constructs pretty quickly. And if they play a Frog, it's gonna be... Hopefully they just don't, like, use it at all. And Needle kind of blindsides them. I feel like people don't play it against Frog often enough. Although, maybe people have really figured out that tech in Modern. They left it on top. I mean, obviously Meltdown could be painful. That's like probably the big weakness of this line. But we're gonna have a lot of artifacts. We can make a 4/4 at some point too. You can rebuild with Research Desk. Alright, Frog. Love it. Absolutely love it. Make a thing. Untap. Oh! Come on! We drew Needle? Oh, well, at least that means we can get Soul Guide Lantern. That really stinks, though. Jeez, if they have Meltdown, that's gonna be rough. I think we just have to play into it, though. Could get a research desk. Ah. Alright. Well, here's my Soul Guide. Here's another Saga. And a Needle. Name Psychic Frog. And get in. And cross our fingers. We have the graveyard covered. We have Frog covered. This feels a lot like a Meltdown. Yep. Immediate. Oh, it might be... No, it's Meltdown. Immediate Meltdown. It doesn't do anything to use Soul Guide. And now they get to hit us with Frog. We can make more constructs, but that's pretty brutal. Didn't have to cantrip for it or anything, just had it. Alright, we'll play Citadel. I don't have colors to bring back research desk at the moment. Time to rebuild. We are super behind. There's an Archon. Yep, I'm all set. Now, we could have taken lines to mitigate Meltdown, but I still think we're losing to it. So all it does is make it so that you still lose the Meltdown and that you have a higher chance of losing if they don't have Meltdown, which is why I just played into it. But what can you do? It's still oftentimes a very good card against us. 1 and 1-0 in round 3. Alright, here we go. Round 3. Finally, we get to play. We have had reasonable hands, though. I will say that. This one's awkward. It would be so good if we had a 7-drop in our hand. But I'd have to play Labyrinth. Or assume that I'm going to draw a 7-drop and play Saga first. I think I'm going to keep and play Labyrinth. A little disappointing, though. And I'll just pass. And since we did that, you know we're going to draw a 7-drop. You just know it. Like, it's actually 100%. Alright, playing against Energy. Another Ugin's Labyrinth. I guess that's not the worst. I want to make constructs ASAP. I don't think so. I think I want to play Ugin's again. And, next turn, start slamming Fleshrakers. But this was kind of the risk with this hand. Actually kind of slow and clunky. Alright, there's a Johnny. Getting in with Guide of Souls. We go to 19. Another Saga. Now we can play Fleshraker. Rake a little bit of flesh. And get Memnite in. And pass. I don't expect Fleshraker to survive, but it would be really nice if it did. There's a Guide of Souls. Like, if they're just trying to race and they don't actually have a kill spell, I think we're good. Alright, they're getting in. Guide of Souls trigger. And they do have it. That's pretty brutal. Yep. I'll let that come in. Not too much we can do about it. Alright, Saga ticks. Let's play another Saga. I'm tempted to play Mystic Forge. And then try to pop off next turn with Fleshraker. As long as we don't die, maybe they tap out again. I feel like just playing a Fleshraker, asking for too much. Forgo the constructs. You can also research desk and make a construct. A 3/3, that feels kind of weak. Yeah, let's go Mystic Forge. Hope that we're not dead. I want to pay another life. I think so. Rewarded. Yeah, I'll play the research desk. I could use it right now. I don't think I want to, though. I want to block with this, and then I can stack it to activate the research desk. Alright. I'm going to do our best to not die this turn. Anything but death. Alright, they're coming in. Let's block and sack. I think I take the Eldrazi Temple. We take some damage. We're at 7. Don't die to double bolt. That's brutal. I think we die to that. Maybe I should have blocked with Memmonite too. I don't know how much that would actually help. Gain a life. Gain a life. I think that's exact, right? Yep. Shows how much experience I have with this matchup. Yeah, I guess I just don't really need Memnite. Like, I should be blocking there. Willing to accept that I should be blocking there. Although we're probably still dead. Because then they just don't kill us, and then they can kill Fleshraker. But we had a lot coming. I feel like our average draw crushes what we just played against. But we just kept kind of a slow hand, I guess. I think I want Shadow Spear. The problem I have with it is Meltdown, right? Again, it just runs further into Meltdown. I think I just don't even play it. I don't need graveyard stuff. Needle's okay for Ajani, or oh, I guess Bombardment is actually pretty important to stop. Dismember's okay, but costs a lot of life. Yeah, just play Needle and trim a drum. Run it back. Put 4 artifacts into play and make 2 mana. I mean, I can play 2 2/2s. Seems pretty loose. Can't play turn 1 4/4. I can play a turn 2 double 4/4. I mean, that's pretty good. It's not like really good, but I guess I'll keep. We're gonna need to draw something, right? But the good news is we're gonna have solid mana. And we're gonna be able to, at the very least, stop them a certain amount. 4/4 is pretty good against Discharge. They've now mulliganed to 5. The hand is good against Meltdown. Alright, Ornithopter, Opal. I guess technically I didn't have to play Ornithopter yet. Yeah, it's cost 3 and we have 2. Again, I could play it as Prototype, but I think turn 1 4 power is a lot worse than turn 2 8 power. Any action? That's great. That's a very good draw. Alright, this costs 2, which makes this cost 1. You're going to Surveil. And Cozy Command was just a great draw. Assert some dominance. That's important. Alright, so they kept the card on top, which I don't like. Johnny, not a huge deal. Not a huge deal at all. We're going to exile that and scry. Scry. Exile. 3, 4. Yeah, that would die. Oh, these are great draws too. I'd put another free 4/4 into play. Then next turn I'd have Mystic Forge. Alright, we smashed them. Cozy Command was a great draw. I mean, it's possible I just want Dismember. Maybe in place of one of the Mystic Forges. Maybe one of the Baubles. I don't want to have like a double Bauble draw when they have Bowmasters. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep this. This is a pretty good hand. Battisol's got it. Alright, we definitely play our land. And Springleaf Drum. Could play a 2/2, I don't think I want to. He's just Raking Flesh next turn. Could play out a Needle right now, but I'm not sure that's necessary. Yeah, let's just pass. Alright, they're gonna play some threats. It's better than, like, Stony Silence, you know? It's gonna be a lot of cats, though. So, it's gonna basically be a race. Trying to rake flesh before they overwhelm us with cats. That's a great draw. Holy crap. Alright. We might just kill them right now. We could literally kill them. I think it's a pretty low chance, but there is a chance. Play Opal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Frogmere Enforcer is almost free. Play Needle. Goblin. Bombardment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, this costs 2. Make it cost 1. Don't think it's necessary though, so let's cast the Cozy command. We're gonna make some things and draw. So we get a spawn. We get 2 more spawns. I don't think I want these. We need to find actual action. 2, 3, 4, 5. So this costs 2. And then this one will cost 1. Okay. I think they're ahead, but we got some stuff going here. Yeah, Flage is pretty good. Here goes Fleshraker. We're gonna have a million cats. Here comes a flying cat. A lot of life swinging here. Yep. That is likely going to do it. We gotta hold back some blockers, and we have to hope to, like, rip Mystic Forge and just pop off. But seems like we're mostly going down here. Really can't fight this deck on the ground, huh? Comes another Flage. They're gonna have the City's Blessing. So, does that mean they, like, double up on cats? Pretty much. Yep. Any Mystic Forges? Nope. Alright, we got smashed. We're 1 and 2. See you in round 4. Alright, here we go. Round 4. We have won the die roll. We can keep this hand. Nothing wrong with this hand. Let's go Eldrazi Temple, play Research Desk, and play... yeah, hold the baubles. Now, I'm gonna cycle through them. A lot of good stuff we could draw. See what they're up to. An artifact land, so something similar. Saga pass. Saga, please. So they probably have an Uggin's Labyrinth. Hardened Scales, okay. I see what's happening. Let's see how quickly we can rake some flesh. I don't hate the Mystic Forge. I'd rather find an Uggin's Labyrinth, so... crack this research desk. We did in fact find it. I can play it next turn, or I can play out 2 things by playing it this turn. Yeah, we're not really trying to make constructs here, so I'm going to play it this turn so we can get more stuff on board. Play the other research desk. And ideally we draw Fleshraker, or maybe that's not even true. Probably on a Mystic Forge either way. Welding jar is fine. Okay. So, I mean, you can certainly die next turn, or we can. But let's hope we don't. Another Mirror Enforcer. Let's go Saga. And cast Mystic Forge. Nice. I was going to say, if we hit a 0, even a 0 creature, since we have Springleaf Drum, we might be able to pop off here. Now we have activation. We've got a research desk. See if we can keep going. Thing is, we probably get hit by Haywire Might at the very least as a Besiju. Okay. Don't have anything to get. Ornithopter or Saga for next turn. I think I just want to make sure I hit my land drop. Like, getting more Metalcraft is nice, but I don't think that's really the way that we're going to be winning here. Let's see if they get some combos coming. They're not making a construct, it looks like. They play Hardened Scales, a Tormod's Crypt. There's a Ravager. So next turn, well, we do have Cozy Command, so that's pretty good. Gets around Welding Jar even. So let's go Saga, play Memnite, cost 4. Yeah, I think we chill. Definitely chilling time. But I'm certainly scared. They play another land. They have 2 cards in hand. Tapping 2 mana. Hopefully no Ballista. Another Hardened Scales. Okay. Ink Moth. I think I'm supposed to block Ravager with a construct. Then I still have enough to cozy it. Or I could just block with a Memnite to chump so that they go in on their Ink Moth. Yeah, let's do that. What did they sacrifice? Alright, they're pumping Ravager before blocks? This is a weird play. Yep. 5. Yeah, let's do it like this. Or no, let's do exile target creature. And then I'm actually going to scry draw. Scry draw, exile, which they probably just scooped to. Welding jar does nothing. Land and a Mystic Forge. Yeah, sure. Get it out. And now make a construct. Yeah, this deck and Hammer Time seem like a great matchup. If I had Lava Spurt Boots, actually probably still couldn't kill them. Let's try to do some Mystic Forge stuff. Instead of making a construct here. Get more mana with Drum or Opal. But I think I get Research Desk. Keep this Mystic Forge going. 2 mana. 4. Let's go ahead and play it. Clear the top. Double land, huh? Play another land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's just make a dude and play this out for free and get in for 9. They're not going to have a hasty flying lethal thing. Oof, bunch of lands. All right, Haywire Mite's pretty good. Needle's very good too. Dismember is okay. Shadow Spear I don't think is good enough. Trim a drum and a research desk. Yeah, let's go back in. Oh yeah. It is great. I think I go turn 1 Saga. Maybe not though. I'm not sure I want to commit to constructs immediately. Yeah. What the heck? I just went Forest Go. No Hardened Scales. What is this? Ballista on one? Okay. Rum is interesting. Force of Vigor. Pitching Innkeeper's Talent. They have 3 cards in hand. Okay. Saga's down. Still gonna imprint. I think I'm killing Ballista. Kill Ballista. Scry draw. Yeah, let's do that. And they sack it. Yep, I'm going to 19, and then we scry 1 draw. I will take a Fleshraker. Oops, I meant to play Memnite. Yeah, I don't think it matters. And if they play another Ballista, I guess I'll be happy I didn't. Ancient Stirrings. Another Ballista, okay. Okie dokie. Saga's good. I want to get this off the table before I play Fleshraker. Actually, I can do both, right? I can play Fleshraker, play Memnite, break Flesh, play Drum, break Flesh. Yeah, and then I'll have 2, and I can just Cozy Command for 0. Hitting this and drawing a card. Sounds good to me. Let's rake some Flesh. Get in there. Play Drum. Drum taps. Memnite. Stack. Oh, no, it's not double colorless. Right. Uh-oh. Can't prototype. That costs 2, or I can, but it doesn't solve my problem. Bummer. It was an oversight. Well, I guess if they go like land, pump up Ballista, kill your Fleshraker, that's really not the worst thing. There are worse things they could do. Ravager is certainly part of it. Ouch. Alright, here's where my brain is gonna hurt. A lot. I think this kills me. I hate doing Ravager math. I just can't take doing Ravager math. Alright, they're not attacking. Good. Alright, what do we draw here? Ornithopter. Gonna let us rake Flesh? I mean, I'm gonna start raking. Rake some Flesh, rake some more Flesh. We have 1, 2, 3 artifacts. Could make a 4th. Then I have the 3 necessary to make a thing. I don't think that's great. I think we need to kill... So if I kill Ballista, I don't know how much they're gonna like destroy everything, but I think that's the play. All right, let's. And then what? We're gonna scry draw, or make a bunch of things. Probably make a bunch of things. Make things. Kill this. Because we're gonna have Saga popping off. We can get research desks, so I'd rather just have mana. See what they want to do with this. We're gonna sack the Buzz. Puts that up to 2. It's Ravager 2/2. And kill Fleshraker. That's fine. Now we get 3 things. And we pass. Can still make a construct. They only have 2 cards. I don't like that this Ravager is around. But we can get Needle off of Saga. That's really going to help. And I think it makes sense to make a token here. Use a couple of these, make a token. Seiju. Ugh. That hurts. That definitely hurts. Still don't have anything to get. Okay. Bobble's not bad. Does this cost 2? I can play all 3, actually. If I go like this, and then sack it, play this one. So that one costs 2. This one costs 1. And that makes this one free. Good stuff. And get in for 8. Ravager this. Oops, I meant to bobble there on upkeep. Not a big deal, I guess. Another Ravager. I don't think that really helps them all that much. Yeah. Alright, little comeback. We're 2-2. There's 7 rounds. We could top 16 with a 5-2. So I will see you in round 5. Alright, round 5 coming at you. We are on the play with no lands. We will mulligan. Sand has pretty decent mana and a research desk. Saga, I'll keep. Autumn the Ugin's Labyrinth. And let's go Ornithopter. If I go Saga on 1 and they kill Ornithopter, can't make constructs. Yeah, I don't think I want to take that risk. So we can go Drum. Play out the research desk. Looking for Fleshraker, Mystic Forge, Cozy Command. Any action, really. Alright, Energy again. I'm still playing against Energy in this format every other match that I play. It's really annoying. I'm supposed to just keep the board clear. I think it's pretty important to kill this. Let's do it. Let's go Saga. I'm gonna kill it and scry draw 2. We'll scry 2, draw 1. Exile. Scry draw. Target me, target the creature. I think I want to try to find better action. Alright, Bobble. Let me redraw still. Get a Johnny on top. I just have no confidence that we're going to win on the ground. Or very little, at least. Which is kind of what makes this a really hard matchup. You can either get an early Mystic Forge going while still maintaining a reasonable board, or getting a Fleshraker. There's the Mystic Forge. You know, getting multiple Fleshrakers, or hoping they don't have kill spells, of which they have many. Certainly important that we are on the play. I think that's what got us most game 1 last time we played against Energy. So this is Mardu, so they even have Bowmasters too, and Thoughtseize. Okay, I would much rather they do that than play a Thoughtseize. Ugin's Labyrinth. Yeah, I'm just gonna play Dark Citadel. 1, 2, 3. Like, I can make constructs. I guess they're 5/5s? No, I'm going Mystic Forge. Memnite's good. Ornithopter's good. Get rid of that. Cozy Command is good. Not right this second, but it is good. I gotta hope they don't have Static Prison or something to kill Mystic Forge. Best case scenario, Fleshraker's underneath this Cozy Command. Thoughtseize doesn't matter now. Basically kill my Forge or die. They can hold up kill spells, but I think then we just flood the board insanely at the very least. I'll just block 1 point of damage here. Fine with me. Ragavan? And Ocelot Pride? Sure. Alright, they are in big trouble. Uggin's Labyrinth. Alright, let's, I'm not making constructs. We're going for it. Let's find that Fleshraker, baby. Research desk or mana? I think it's desk. I think on average that's going to represent more mana with a Mystic Forge on board. Alright, let's exile that one. Another one, cool. So, probably want a Cozy Command while I have as much mana as possible. Scry draw. Make things. Let's go. Where's that Fleshraker, baby? Alright, no. On the Mystic Forge. Guess it's free to draw the Uggin's Labyrinth. Okay. And these are free. That one's free. Oh boy. Free. There's the Fleshraker. Here we come. Let's go, baby. Oh, Opal. Love it. That's gonna be game. This is what we're looking for. Red is the only color that I need in the deck, so I'll make red. Cozy Command. Don't mind if I do. Go ahead and max out on that one. It's not super big, but it should get us there. Okay. So, drum on top. It's a freebie to draw that one. Another Fleshraker. Well, that means certain death. 1, 2, 3. Here comes Fleshraker. Again. Break some more flesh. They're running out of flesh, unfortunately. So. Where'd all the flesh go? Okay. It's Mardu. Mardu. This would be funny, but I don't think it's good. Play Needle for Bombardment. I don't know how many Mardu plays as opposed to red-white. I think I just want to go back in on 60. I mean, Shadow Spear can do some work, but again, I'm very worried about Meltdown. Though we haven't seen much Meltdown. I haven't seen them cast Meltdown yet. I think I'm just going to run it back. I think what we just did right there, we want to have our highest chances of doing that. Which is not what this is, but turn 1 active Saga. Still pretty good. It could stall the game long enough where we can wind up comboing. Cozy Command was a great draw. I'm gonna hold my other stuff. Maybe that's wrong. They have like Deafening Silence. Alright. Here comes Guide. We go to 19. Nothing, huh? Okay. Smells like a Bowmaster to me. Play Uggin's Labyrinth. Imprint. Play a Bauble. Play an Opal. It's a little disappointing here. I was hoping we'd draw an artifact so that my construct would come in as a 4/4. But if they have Bowmasters, it'll still work. If I play this as a prototype. Yeah, I mean, either way, I at least still get to play this. Does it get in? Or are we gonna Galvanic Discharge? Which will at least delay Bowmasters if they have that. They kinda gotta make their choice here. Okay, sweet. It did power down this Uggin's Labyrinth, but I don't think that's a big deal. Here comes Bowman. Yep. Alright, they're gonna gain some life, they're gonna get some energy. Which is not great for us, but again, we're trying to stall so that we can find Mystic Forge, basically. Like, we could have brought Shadow Spear in and tried to fight this game. I just don't see it happening. With the tools that this deck has at their disposal, I feel like vast majority of the time you're either still going to get beaten on the ground, or they're at least going to kill Shadow Spear, or you're just going to get melted down. Wear Tear. That's pretty good for them. Alright. At least we stuffed their board for a second. I like that. Can also get another Ugin's Labyrinth in. Cozy for 3. And kill Bowman Scrydraw. I don't want to get Saga down though. Yeah, let's go Saga. Scrydraw, exile creature. Scrydraw, exile. Get this thing out of here. Another Saga. Research desk. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm supposed to keep these. I still get hit by that. That sucks. Okay. If they tap out, I can cash in Bauble. Well, I'm not sure I even necessarily want to, huh? Another Guide of Souls. That's scary. Now they got a flying lifelink guy. Yep. They're still representing Bowmasters. Ouch. You go to 13. Oh, it's not lifelink, just flying. Bombardment. I don't like that. But at least they don't have a ton of fodder for it. Stony Silence on top. That is probably gonna do it. Oh. Okay, that's the research desk we knew about. That's a Mox Opal. That's gonna be turned off. Alright, let's play research desk. Let's make a red. Play an opal. Make another red. Use the red. Frogmere Enforcer. Can't really start playing these yet. In prototype the Enforcer? Yeah, I don't think it gets better than that. Because all of our mana is going to be tied up with these sagas. Although we're going to make a ton of Saga tokens. They're going to be huge. And then we can start popping out these Enforcers. So we have a chance here. It's not good for us that they have a flyer. In fact, I think at this point, Stony Silence isn't even a good draw for them. Because I don't really intend on activating artifacts anymore. They are going to slam it. Like, just drawing a creature for them is much better. Slam it. They get in for 4. They don't have energy. They're not gaining life. I can even get an Ornithopter to chump. But I'd probably just get a Needle for the bombardment first. Yeah, that's probably smartest. Alright. Let's make a token. Let's get a Needle. Or did I not bring it in this time? That's funny. I definitely should in the future. But it's okay. Ornithopter is still a nice grab. Then we go Ugins. And we're shooting in for lethal here. They have to block at least 1. I don't know that it helps to attack with the prototype. Yeah, there's not much reason not to. I'm getting another construct. They're taking... Okay, they're double... Nice. So I don't have to commit another construct into, like, a meltdown. Goodbye, Guide of Souls. Bombardment. Yeah, that makes sense. Kill the Ornithopter. Take 2. Do they have lethal if they drop Bowman? They drop Bowman, we go to 8. We get hit by a 5/5. We go to 3. And then bombardment twice, we'd go to 1. So no. They can get an extra point by, like, stacking it first, and then when they make the Bowman, they get another token that they can sack, but then they miss the point of damage from the attack being a 5/5, so it doesn't actually help them. They have 2 cards, though. They've got 2 cards, and they're thinking, oh, we got them. Sweet. All right, we're 3-2 on our way to that 5-2, baby. See you in round 6. All right, round 6 against Doomenstein. We're on the play. Our hand is 6 lands and a research desk. Am I insane for wanting to keep this? I'm actually going to keep it. I have faith in the research desk. I wouldn't keep it on the draw. Start with Eldrazi Temple. Because if we draw Fleshraker, I'll be happy I played that one. Playing Saga on 1 would be incredibly risky, but if you draw a 7-drop, then it's quite good. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. I think it's Burn. Alright. Because I'm happy to have Shadow Spear it's in my sideboard, but yeah, there's the 7-drop. That would have been nice. Alright, let's use the research desk. Did find Mystic Forge. Huh. Does that mean I want to play Ugin's Labyrinth? Yeah, I guess it does. It's kind of awkward, but otherwise we kind of waste some Saga tokens. Let's hope they kind of fumble a bit here. They have their second land, so not a one-lander situation. It's a looting deck. Lava Dart, Fear of Missing Out, play another Goyf, and pass. We go to 17, they have 3 cards in hand. I don't know what the odds are that we die next turn. Ooh, that's really good. I have to play this Mystic Forge, though. And this time I'm gonna play the Saga. And hopefully we hit a 0-cost creature that can chump. Alright, I'll take a bauble. I want to pay 1 life to have a chance at playing a chump blocker. I can actually check with bauble. No, I can't. Obviously not. We're looking at the top right now. I'm talking about the card underneath it, you moron. We can look at the top of their deck. I'm gonna do it. Not rewarded. Alright, let's pop the bauble. We got a Darcy on top, so that's not something that will give them more damage this turn. So, I don't hate that. Land. I don't mind this card as a land, because we're gonna draw it anyways. They're playing Darcy, and they had a land, so it's 2 cards that don't do damage this turn. They've got a Tarfire. I mean, if they find a series of, like, Phoenixes and Lava Darts, we could be in trouble, but it's another type for Nether Goyf. Looks like they're just getting in for 8. I mean, it could be 10 if they use Lava Dart, but... Ooh, they have another Lava Dart. I think that's lethal. I think that's exactly lethal. 9. They missed it? Oh, no, they used the Lava Dart that they had. I thought they played it from hand. Okay. We're staying alive. They don't have Bolt, because if they did, they would have used it. So we can use the Mystic Forge activation. So let's start with that. We need to go on a run here with this. That's not very helpful. Alright, let's play Eldrazi Temple. And we're going to make a ginormous Cozy Command. It'll give us 5 things. Scry 5. We could definitely win off of this. There's the Fleshraker and some zeros. We hardly have any artifacts, so Companion is not great just yet. We'll bottom that. Bottom Saga. Top. Draw Fleshraker. 1, 2, 3. Play the Fleshraker. Play Bauble. We also have this research desk. Could bail us out if we miss here. We did not miss. Now we have blockers too. There's a chance of survival if we have to pass. Oh, we hit another Fleshraker. We're doing it. We're doing it. 1, 2, 3. Nice flush OP. Okay, so now we play the drum. Ooh, baby. That's a lot of flush to rake. This costs 2. Costs 1 if I pay red. But I want red for research desk. So I'm going to pay 2 instead. Let's do that. And Bauble is lethal. Very nice. Actually, this is lethal. Got him. Heck yeah. Okay, black-red aggro. I would imagine there's, well, there's probably Phoenixes, right? Looting, Lava Dart, probably Metamorphose. Darcy would make sense if there was. Either way, I think these are pretty good. How good? I'm not 100% sure. And Shadow Spear is good, but Meltdown is brutal. This is why I'm not in love with Shadow Spear. It's like every spot that it would be good, it's actually just super risky. Remembers too much life. I think I will take Shadow Spear. There's going to be spots where it'll save us. We don't have to commit to it. Obviously, it's not a good draw, but I mean, my concern about this much graveyard hate is... No, it's got to be necessary. Let's trim an Enforcer, a Drum, and probably one of the research desks. Oh, whoops, that's 61. Whatever. It's fine. Okay, so this hand was probably good enough to keep. It really wants to draw a Fleshraker. No turn 1 Swift Spear. I do like that. No turn 1 threat at all. Interesting. That's not a bad draw. I guess my concern is Meltdown, right? Go for a Soul Guide Lantern. Alright, I'm gonna play out a couple of things here and pass. I'm trying to think, do I want to crack this? We're gonna have 4 artifacts, 2 mana. That's not enough to play Companion. We don't have a land. I really want to get to this Mystic Forge. Oh, if I was gonna do it, I should have done it. This is definitely Bowmaster's. Yeah, we can't afford to crack the Lantern. There's our Fleshraker. Okay. Well, they've got a lot of kill spells, so there's that. Alright, no Bowmaster at least. Alright, that goes down. So do I crack it now? I think so. If I draw land, Saga, I think that's not good. That's not very good. I mean, you get artifact lands, which is nice. We're still really hoping for no Meltdown. What's our best draw? Ugin? Ugin's Labyrinth? Easily. Rakdos Charm? Okay. That tells me they don't have Meltdown at least. We get a land? Another Opal? Sure. Artifact land cycling. Put it into play. Now next turn we can Mystic Forge. No, we can't. We still gotta find one land. I had Ugins in my mind. So, land, Opal. Alright, they found a threat. It's pretty late. It's not all that big yet, so happy about that. Ornithopter, not great here. I could play a 4/4. I think it's better a land cycle, though, so that we can ensure a Mystic Forge next turn. Alright. All you. Don't feel fantastic about this, but... Okay, so they had another Rakdos Charm. Metamorphose. Land. Untapped. Hardcast Pheonix. Yes. Okay, I think I take it. We're at 15, they have 2 cards. Come on, mana. Not mana, but pretty good. Let's go kill Nethergoyf. Make some things. Exile. Also just scry draw. Find a land. Better if we find like a land and something that we don't want and scry away. Bad if we don't hit any land. But then we have a draw for this and next draw step. I'm gonna scry draw. Scry draw and kill. Found the land. And Memnite is free money on top. But it's not gonna be on top. So I'm gonna bottom that. Top the Saga. Play the Saga. And pass. They have 3 cards. Another Pheonix. Okay. I think I'm at the point where I'll chump one of them. And take 3. Springleaf Drum. I guess it's kind of free to play that. Let's get Mystic Forge in. Mox Opal, beautiful. Saga, not so much. We will pay 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ornithopter 7. Love it. Love it. Loving it. Loving it. In love with it. I'm screaming now. This is wild. Oh my god. Well. Okay then. I guess I hold the baubles in case they have a Bowmaster. We have one Chumper. They could have lethal. That's the funny part. Yep. Starfire hits that. Where's the 5 with Pheonix? They have more burn. Bolt. Oh, come on. Ah! The Mystic Forge activation. And or the tapping of the Ornithopter. Wow. Just barely. Yeah, maybe it was bad to do both of those things. We didn't necessarily have to play the drum. It didn't actually net mana. But it did give us the artifact we needed to play that Mirror Enforcer and play all this crap. Having said that, even if we don't play all that crap, we're probably really likely to win the next turn. So it was a calculated risk that just barely got us killed, but there's no way to tell whether not doing it would have gotten us there. All right, let's run it back. We're on the play now. Obviously, it's another thing that would have gotten us there if we were on the play. This hand is great. I'm going to keep. Now the question is, do we want to go Saga stuff immediately? I think getting to Chapter 3 on Saga is pretty darn important. Well, if I draw another Uggin's Labyrinth, I can Mystic Forge on 2 if I go Uggin's. Let's do Saga stuff. Could always just go for Fleshraker if we wanted to, despite playing Saga on 1. Alright, they got a Darcy to start. With a Bauble. Bottom of Bolt. Okay. We would love to find, like, Cozy Command. Another 7-drop. Go Uggin's Labyrinth. Imprint. Yeah, I think we're making some dudes here. And I would really like to not have to deal with a bunch of graveyard stuff just yet. Alright, they're going to attack. It wouldn't take much for them to wind up flipping this. Land gets them a 3rd type. Yeah, I shouldn't have made the construct, but I'm not going to block. Just hitting for 1. Didn't even want to try to flip it. Interesting. Alright, another Mystic Forge. I think I just want to get Mystic Forge in play. So let's tap this. Get Soul Guide Lantern. Hit the Bauble. Play Darksteel. And play Mystic Forge. They're going to fetch for a mountain. Find an Opal immediately. That's great. Now they're going to kill the Mystic Forge. We decide if we want Springleaf Drum or if it's worth paying 1 life. Rakdos Charm, targeting Mystic Forge. I think we pay a life. Another 7-drop. That dies. Opal comes in. Do I attack? I think I attack. Alright. Your turn. Obsidian Charma. Card is absolutely brutal. Yep, that dies. Now we have a 7-drop on top of our deck. I attack for 1. Can't even play... I can't play anything. I can... Oh, I should have upkeep the land cycle. I can also play a 2/2. That's pretty good too. Yeah, I think that's slightly better. That lets me attack. Get in for 5. They have 3 cards in hand. The Charma was pretty brutal. The old Stone Rain plus a 4/4. Looting is kind of scary, but we do have Soul Guide. I don't want to crack it, but I guess I will if I have to. There's a Pheonix, 3 cards in hand still. Darcy's flipped. Has to attack. So we can probably eat that. They're going to bolt my construct. Okay. Which flips over a Nether Goyf. Or no, I always forget it costs 3 to escape. Okay. Another bolt that they're going to put on it? No? They have a Lava Dart. They almost surely have a Lava Dart, right? We just take 7. We go to 10. Yep, I'm just taking 7. I mean, I guess if they want a Lava Dart, they still can, but they have to sack a mountain. Forked Bolt. Huh. Yeah, maybe that didn't make sense. Because they can still do 2 damage with Lava Dart. If they had it, right? But either way, that's down. Okay. I think we're in rough shape here. I think I punted. Alright. What are we drawing? Tormod's Crypt. 5. That means I can play one of my 4/4s. Oh, I can... Yeah, now I can land cycle, play it, play Tormod's Crypt, then play a 4/4. They have 1 card in hand. Can't let them untap with all this crap. Do I attack? I don't think I do. I think I just crypt them and pass. I think, given our hand, we have some inevitability, but it all depends what they have. Alright. Wait, what? This thing flies? How do I not know this? Okay. Another Charma. I guess that puts me at dead, right? I would need an Ornithopter. You play Fleshraker, Mox Opal, can't Mystic Forge, so I just have to go for Mystic Forge. What a bummer, man. What a bummer. I mean, we could have also went Fleshraker thing and then hope that we draw into an Ornithopter off a Soul Guide. Ornithopters, Springleaf Drum is not going to do it. It just doesn't look like... I mean, when you blow up the picture, I see the wings now. But it looks like a large lizard, not a dragon. I mean, Charma and the fact that it is a dragon would suggest it's a dragon, of course, but I don't know. Why would they put flying on a portion of the card that you can't even see unless you zoom the card up? I don't think we really had to play anyways, but I will say those Charmas were brutal. I mean, we could have, I guess, attacked the previous turn, but I don't think we race either, given that they had a second Charma. The card is pretty good against us. Didn't have much coming. I mean, if we had another turn, we could play Fleshraker, this would have been... We would have killed them, but... Maybe I was supposed to just play an early Fleshraker. Like, I didn't want to because I didn't want it to get killed, and was hoping we could go Mystic Forge. Like, our sequencing would have been great, given there was no Charma, right? Because it was Mystic Forge. Okay, if you kill it, we have another Mystic Forge. And then odds are you haven't killed us yet, and we get to Fleshraker. But let's say I play a lot of Modern, and I know this card is coming. Like, it's one thing if this is a 1 or 2 of, but I would imagine they're probably playing 4 of this, so you're expecting it. In which case, I think you're supposed to just play Fleshraker early, because, sure, you don't want it to die, but it soaks up burn spells. And then if it doesn't, then you just win if it survives. But likely, sure, it's going to die, but then you're not dying. Whereas we took a route that I think played right into this card. Which is fine. That's just my lack of experience in the format. And not to say we would have definitely won, but I think we would have had a much better chance. But alright, we are 3-3. Hopefully we can finish off with a respectable 4-3. See you in the last round. Alright, final round, fighting for the 4-3. We're on the draw. Our hand is serviceable. I will keep. It's another one of those Saga situations where you can Saga on 1. But if your Ornithopter dies, I guess you can hold Ornithopter. I think the last time it happened, I had another 1-drop I wanted to play immediately off of the drum. You'd hold on Ornithopter to make sure you make at least 1 Saga token. And then you could always use the drum with the second Saga token. That is definitely an important thing to note. Yeah, I'm gonna go turn 1 Saga for that reason. Be pretty funny if we got marched. We did not. Right, play out drum, and I'll just pass. Imagine they're gonna surveil here. Yep. Shadowy Backstreet. Leaves it on top. Don't like that. Getting thought seized. Ew. There goes our Ornithopter. Well, they might have more important things to worry about. Like, I can still artifact land cycle and get towards Mystic Forge mana. Take the Cozy command. Okay. Interesting. Another Springleaf Drum. Play land. Ornithopter. And we'll pass. Took Cozy command. Does interact with the graveyard if they're trying to do something like that. Sacred Foundry, untapped. Galvanic Discharge? Okay. Well, I'll make a thing. And I banked an energy. Was this just Mardu Energy with a really weird start? They are taking so much damage. Gonna get a basic here? Yeah. The crazy planes. Blage? Okay. Sure. That is certainly annoying. And now they gain some life. Fleshraker. Well, let's tap that. Get an Opal. I think I need to be land cycling. Need to keep putting mana in play. If I just play out Fleshraker, they're gonna kill it. There's no way they're not gonna kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could play out another Springleaf Drum. Working towards casting this. Or I could just artifact land cycle again. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Then I can play Mystic Forge or Fleshraker into Drum. If I draw an Opal or an artifact creature, I think I can do Fleshraker into Mystic Forge. Yeah, and that's why there are spots where you could take a gamble on Fleshraker, but not when they have a Flage and 3 mana. Flage in the yard and 3 mana. You just know that that Fleshraker is going down. Alright, let's land cycle. We draw. Not a great one. We'll play Saga. And I'm gonna play out Mystic Forge. Punished. I mean, it's not bad, but I would really like to get some value right now. No, but I'm not unhappy to see Fleshraker. We gotta hope they don't have Static Prison. If I can untap at this Mystic Forge, even if they have a kill spell for Fleshraker, having a second Fleshraker is pretty good. I mean, opponent's gonna be at max flesh. Or at least the standard flesh rate will be observed. At least. Alright, so they're attacking with Flage. We got a 13. They go back up to 20. They're going to play a Johnny. I don't care too much about. Bombardment. Okay. It kills me? Or not quite? No, not quite. And they didn't leave themselves with enough damage to kill a Fleshraker. Little do they know, the flesh is not safe. About to get raked. I'm gonna play Citadel. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that Enforcer is gonna be free. I'm gonna play Fleshraker. Going to use Drum. Saga Opal. I guess the Saga token could do some damage to kill them. No, this ensures more damage. So we play this Fleshraker. Get Raken. That's right. Play Drum. Double Raken. Alright, Drum gets in. This is free. Oh yeah, Research Desk is so good. This is exactly the spot that this card shines. You just can't lose from here. Well, it looks like we're going to kill them anyways. And cast the Enforcer. Get raked. Get raked. Alright. Energy again. So sick of this deck. I thought people were like doing cool things. Keep playing against energy. Yeah, I think Needle is worth it. The game we brought it in, we didn't make great use of it, and then the game that we didn't, we really wanted it. Still kind of undecided on Shadow Spear. I'm gonna go no Shadow Spear. He said, well, would have played that differently had I known what was happening, lol. Should have taken the Forge, obviously. I mean, then I would have Cozy Command. Would have been a completely different game. Yeah, I'll keep. Decent enough hand. I'd like to draw a 7-drop. Guide of Souls start. We draw a drum. Yeah, let's go Saga stuff. Play drum. And I'll pass. We can go Darksteel and Opal. In a very similar situation as last time. Yay, Ajani. Sure, getting aggro over there. As they do, as they do. Alright, any opals or 0-mana artifact creatures? Needle. Why do we... See, every time I put Needle in my deck, I just draw it instead of getting it from Saga when I need it. What a terrible draw. Alright, Opal. Citadel. I could kill Ajani. I think we're supposed to do that. Exile. Make a dude. Oh, I can't. X is gonna be 2. Not a cat. I can kill Guide of Souls. Oh. Alright. Exile creature. Maybe I scry draw. No, I'm gonna make a dude. Alright, make a dude. Kill this. And then with the dude, use the drum. Play Needle. On Bombardment. But also just name the other side of Ajani. Coddle Avenger. Yeah, let's do that. There's certainly plenty of ways it could go wrong, but I think that's the play. It at least answers 2 of the biggest problems that were in front of us. Thoughtseize, joke's on you, I got 2. Joke's on you, I got 2. Just a Blue's Clues reference. Blue's good too. We can too, you can too. I think it's we can too. Blue's good too, we can too. The only time I ever watched Blue's Clues was when I was a little kid and would be sick from school. Because there was always, like, only little kid shows during school hours. Because it's just for little kids that aren't going to school. You're gonna Galvanic Discharge. Okay. And I'm still gonna have 4 mana. They only get in for 3. We've stopped the worst of it. And another Cozy Command. I like that. We could also just make constructs. It does play into Meltdown, although I've yet to get melted down from this deck. Some of these lists gotta be running at least 1 in the 75, right? Yeah, let's go for Mystic Forge, and I'm gonna go Research Desk. I feel like we're bound to find an artifact creature off of this Mystic Forge. Play that. I mean, if we just hit nothing, obviously that sucks. There it is. Bangarang. Now we can use Research Desk. Got another Opal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This costs 1, so I gotta use this Opal. That's still a really nice grab, though. Oh, baby, that one's free. Sweet, that's huge. 8 power, go ahead. Alright, that's a bummer. That card surely would have won us the game with this Mystic Forge on board. They have something to kill Forge now? Then we get a game. This feels like a Rakdos charm. Yes? No. No? Don't do it. They're doing it. Oh, it's a meltdown. It finally happened. Okay. So, not even going to attack with the 2-1. Interesting. They have 0 cards in hand. We have 4 artifacts in play. I can prototype that. I think is worth it. Yeah. We'll exile that away. Play the drum. Memnite. Fleshraker. Okay. I mean, we got some good value going. Should I have attacked? No, I don't think so. Alright, Elegant Parlor. Ditching. Galvanic Discharge. Yeah, that's not going to be good enough. They need to find Rakdos Charm. Now they attack with the cat. Seems correct. I'll take the 2. Another Ajani. Okay. Sure. Still probably just gonna murder them here. Let's get rid of that. That one's darn good. Let's go Fleshraker. Oh yeah, we hit another one. Let's get them. We hit a bauble. This is where they die. Okay, let's make a red. One of these. And sack it. Get research desk back in. Activate. Ornithopter is great. Let's play that. And they have 2 blockers. When I attack them with these 2, they have to block. If I attack with all at them, then they have to chump, go to 3. Attack everything in a Johnny. Oh, we can look at their top card. Guide of Souls. Yeah, that doesn't really do it for them. Whatever, I'll just go after a Johnny. Doesn't really matter. Johnny goes to 1. We draw the Fleshraker. Oh, there's a cozy command. I can cast that and kill the cat. It doesn't matter, but I'm going to do it. Exile target creature. Scry draw. Exile. Get it out. Get it out. You're out of there. Alright, you got a Guide of Souls. And a Johnny. I think we got there. Cool. Alright, so we're in 33rd, and then we won that one. So we'll wind up top 32. I think it just kind of gets your money back. I guess, I mean, we get 5 QPs. Our money back, and 3 treasure chests. Whatever. It's something. Alright, let's go back to the list. I like the main deck. I think it ran really smooth. We hardly ever had to mulligan. There's a wide range of playable hands. We almost always have something to do. I don't think I really missed Lava Spur Boots that much. I think what I want to try is not play grids and play Flusterstorms. I feel like the one thing that we're just going to lose to constantly is Meltdown, right? I mean, Flusterstorm isn't a guarantee to stop Meltdown, but it's pretty good. We could play some more flexible cards. There's like the, not Swan Song, but the other one, or maybe it is Swan Song. I don't know. There's one that like counters sorceries and some other stuff, but I'd have to look in to see what the options are. I think I do want like some sort of blue thing. We have opals and springleaf drums. How much better are these than Paradise Mantle? I think this is better. But yeah, I think the weakest part about today's experience is just my lack of experience in the format. We lost to energy a couple times, but then we beat it a couple times. And I think I felt like I knew what was important after playing against it a few times. But I just don't think grid is going to be all that useful that much. Because the decks that you would want grid for, you're up against Meltdown. As I would imagine, most of the blue decks are also going to have red to deal with this sort of stuff. So I don't know if that means I want to play another blue source. Like, I don't like that when we get Besaged, we can't get anything. It would be really nice to be able to get something. It would also be nice if the card we wanted in this slot, the same color as Research Desk and Enforcer, but could play a Steam Vents, could play an Artifact Tap Land, but I think I would rather just have something that you can get with Beseiju. And I would probably trim one of the Research Desk. Yeah, the problem with Paradise Mantle is that if the creature is summoning sick, it won't be able to use it. Whereas you can like curve out with Drum. I don't know, maybe it's not necessary to play Steam Vents. Maybe 8 is just enough. It's not free to add another land, right? When you're trying to kill them with Mystic Forge. It also means I'd be more willing to bring in Shadow Spear in the matchups that I actually want it. Because then I can be countering Meltdown. Also counters kill spells that are going after Fleshraker. The more I think of it, the more I just want 4 Fluster. I don't even own a 4th. I think I go to 2 Dismember, run a 4th Fluster. And that's my final verdict, for now at least. Well, that's it for me, guys. This deck is sweet. It's a ton of fun. I think it's pretty powerful. I'm going to keep jamming it and keep tweaking it. Maybe get a little more into the format so I can get better with the format. Maybe start reading some cards. So, everybody have happy holidays. See you next time.